We are going after a whale to get to the mother of all whales, Brett Favre.
We used to have either Favre or Sister Rosaire, one of the nuns from the school, babysit. They like Sister Rosaire, right?
I'm having sweaty flashbacks to asking out my prom date. If we made like this little video of some sort asking Brett personally, do you think you could possibly get that to him? Then it's in his hands.
Maybe.
No!
We're gonna go see Brett Favre, Mississippi!
Here we go.
Mama. Great.
Oh, perfect.
Look at me, 5 years old and on top of the world. One lucky kid. Growing up in middle-class America with 2 parents and a brother that loved me, what more could you ask for? Then, one day, about a decade later, that dream came crashing down. In the end, the doctor said it was her liver. The cancer my mom had fended off for more than 8 years finally won out. I thought I was prepared. I thought I knew all about death, but when she actually died, I realized I knew nothing. The only thing I was certain of was that life was short. As my mom said, it was over in the blink of an eye. But what surprised me was when I told my friends about it. Each of them, through different experiences, had come to the same place.
It was just sort of a moment in time where we realized, wow, life is short, and we have to make the most of it or it'll pass us by.
We took a cue from my mom, and we just wrote out a list of everything we wanted to do in life before we died. The average human lives 79 years. Those years belong to you. They're yours.
I don't know what I'm doing.
They're filled with life and mystery and extraordinary potential, and like a blank page, they're waiting to be filled. My mom taught us if you aren't careful, you might miss the incredible possibilities waiting in every day, every hour, every minute. We almost did.
My pants are falling down!
Now we're on a journey to reclaim that lost possibility. Over the next 8 weeks, we're going to be taking on 14 of our biggest Wisconsin bucket list items, and in the process, we're going to be learning for perhaps the first time what it means to really, truly live. So come with us.
Cheers!
And don't blink.
I didn't sleep that well last night, and I can't tell if it was because I was so nervous to meet Brett Favre or if it was because I had to sleep next to Connor, the cameraman.
Butterflies are kicking in. This is real.
Well, Mr. Favre said arrive at the breakfast place at 7:45-ish. So we figured we might as well play it safe and just show up at 6:50. We have a date with Mr. Favre.
That's just kind of scary.
In the commercials, you always see Mr. Favre driving a pickup truck. So that's what we're looking for here. A pickup truck.
Oh, could that be him?
It could be.
Is there no one?
It's a Chevy. It's a black Chevy.
It's a black Chevy, and he just pulled in like he owned the place.
Door swinged open quick.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
No. Not him.
No,
Oh my
wasn't
God.
him.
Hattiesburg is pickup truck heaven.
Okay, he passed us. He passed us.
That's not him.
Not him.
Truck here, truck there, truck everywhere.
Oh God, I could pass out right now.
My heart rate's at 105 right now.
I'm as nervous as a guy wearing a toupee on a windy day.
So I'm at 105. What are you guys all
Oh, I'm so high right now.
Greg over here, he's totally lost his mind. He's talking about being high and stuff.
High as in my heart rate's high.
All right, he's here. This is really scary.
This is actually.
Where's he going?
Yeah, it's him. Oh, he's parking right across. It's him.
Should I go?
It's right here.
Is it him? Tell me when. Oh my God. It's definitely him. All right. Should I go? All right, I'm going. Hey, Mr. Favre. I'm Nick. Nice to meet you.
Mr. Favre,
How you doing? You guys look like you're from out of town.
Kevin, nice to meet you.
I just can't get this perma grin off my face. Just his presence is bringing this out of me. I look over at Greg. He's got the exact same thing going on.
My plan was to play it a little bit cool. Oh, this is no big deal. But all this waiting has taken its toll. Then I look over at Nick. If I could find myself a woman that would look at me the way Nick's looking at Brett, I mean, he's got a man crush on Mr. Favre.
So which one of you know Mariucci or do any?
He emailed me this morning and told me that we should give him a call when we're all together.
He's got nothing to do. He's got no. Mooch is the greatest. Is this a good time to steal the cash register? What do you typically eat for breakfast? Some of you probably don't even get up that time. True? Omelets are good. Different, like you don't know what andouille sausage is.
Brett's asking me, and do we want sausage? And no, I don't think we all want sausage. Are we ordering one plate? How's this working?
You put all this in one ticket.
This is such a surreal moment. I could never have dreamt up a situation where Mr. Favre was buying me breakfast.
You know, you read those articles about Tom Brady eating avocado toast.
You ever tried mixing root beer and Coke? Yeah, that's what I get every morning. I probably shouldn't, but. Where you guys go to college?
So I just graduated from Marquette in Milwaukee.
Okay, yeah. All you guys went to Marquette?
No, I'm at Albion College. So that's
You're at what?
Albion College, it's called.
Albion?
Yep. So it's about an hour.
Does that start with an A or
yeah,
E?
A.
Al.
Albion.
Threw me off there.
I'm getting picked on by Mr. Favre.
So what's the deal? Y'all want me to throw Now I haven't thrown a pass and I couldn't tell you how long.
Perfect.
You always wonder how you're gonna react when you meet your childhood hero. Turns out I just become a mute. I don't know if I've said a word.
Thank you.
Where's your favorite place to go play?
Anywhere where the team wasn't very good. We had a lot of success in Chicago.
Are you still doing the triathlon stuff?
I actually ran a half marathon last year, just for the hell of it.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Not good. I made it.
I'm starting to loosen up, but I can only imagine Brett must be a little bit uncomfortable with Nick sitting sideways in his chair, staring at him with that silly grin on his face.
You'll find as you get older, you think you can do something. You really think, I still can do this. Now, it's been 20 years, but, and then when you go to do it, you cannot figure out why you can't do it.
Do you have any bucket list items or anything that you want to?
When I was playing, if you'd have told me, Brett, well, someday you're gonna enjoy going like to Yellowstone or Glacier, or even snow skiing, never say never, in other words. But like my first year out, I said, let's go on a trip. It was kind of abnormal, out of my comfort zone, just to go do something. But we went to Yellowstone my first year, and we were kind of like, Chevy Chase and vacation, man. We just really didn't have a plan, but it was awesome. It was awesome.
The way Mr. Favre is treating us, like every time I say something, Mr. Favre gives me his full attention. He stops eating, totally looks at me. Like, no one I know does that.
Being around Mooch, who would have ever thought of the two of us would have hit it off the way? We could not be more opposite. Where we're from, what we ate, how we talked, but we meshed. Without him, at that time in my career, I hate to even think of what would have become. Y'all ready?
Sure.
Yeah.
Y'all got a football?
We got a football.
I mean, this is like maybe a one-shot deal. I don't want to blow out my shoulder. That would be horrible. Then I can't make a comeback. All right.
So Brett's telling us never say never. All right. Hey, Brett, can I ride in your truck with you?
Sure.
When you got the call from the Hall of Fame, was that a pretty exciting moment in your career?
There's a lot of things I dreamed of doing or achieving, and that wasn't like on my bucket list of things to do. And that's not being disrespectful. It's kind of like, you find an extra present under the Christmas tree that after you open them all. It's kind of like, oh, and there's more.
Yeah. If you think about it, I'm in the same boat as Brett. I just wanted to check off catching a pass from him. Now I'm sitting in his truck right next to him. Present under the Christmas tree, baby.
I just wanted to play. All I wanted to do was play. I think I would have been okay regardless of who I played with, but the fact that I got to do it for Green Bay, in the history and tradition, that what better place to make a name for yourself than Green Bay, which is hard to do because there's a lot of others who've already done it. All right, let's go brown left, tight close, Z right, sprint right solid, Z quick drag.
Okay.
All right, I got it.
Yeah, this is where I would always come train, throw with the kids and stuff before I went back every year.
So there's one play that always stood out to me. It was the Monday night game in Denver to Greg Jennings down the left
that was a good
sideline.
one.
My grandparents told me I had one series of overtime before I had to go to bed. That was the first play from scrimmage.
I heard them.
I'll never forget that.
I said, how about one
I was
play?
brushing my teeth during the commercial break.
Play action from the 18. Want it all. Deep down the field. It is pulled in by Greg Jennings. The Packers win in overtime. Unbelievable.
The crazy thing about that play was the only time we'd ever run that play. And it was designed to go to Donald Lee, who was our tight end. And lo and behold, they do a totally different coverage.
Did you read that before the snap?
Well, I was kind of a riverboat gambler myself, and you go, there's no way they're going to do this. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. And we never even practiced it. Now, I've thrown deep to Greg before, but never on that play or that action. But when I realized I was throwing it to Greg, I had to hurry. Because it wasn't like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Pull out
5
the play
hitch,
action quick.
throw. It was.
Play action from the 18. Want it all. Deep down the field. It is pulled in by Greg Jennings. The Packers win in overtime. Unbelievable.
I mean, we're talking top 3 moments in my life right there.
Threw a screwball to Brett.
Sometimes it doesn't work out the way you studied it and planned. And, at 21, you think you know it all. At 41, you're going to go, God, that's a dumbass. And then at my age, at 48, you go, 41, you just thought you knew. I was like talking to my daughter, said, you don't want to regret anything later, so you need to put all your, I know. You don't know. But you spend all this time talking about how things are going to play out. And then sometimes they do completely opposite. But, that's life. All right, here we go.
Let me get behind it.
Mr. Favre, could you give me a route? I want a route.
Yeah, let's go. You know what the hash marks are, huh?
Yeah, right there.
You've heard that story.
I got it, yeah.
I'll tell you my funny coaching story real quick.
Okay.
First morning as a coach was right here, Oak Grove High School. And I told my wife the night before, I said, I'm going to make it very simple. And I started thinking days before, like, okay, what you think is simple is really not simple to these guys. So even simplify it more. So I said, okay, I'm going to have a 2-page playbook. Yeah. I huddled everybody up and I said, all right, who are my Z's? And 3 guys. So I said, all right, okay, you're over here. X's are over here. And if you don't know, they're the same type receiver, just one's on the ball, one's off. Yeah. So I said, all right, Z's, here's where you're going to line up. All the time. Z's are always on the right-hand side on the numbers. So you see you got numbers here and you got numbers over there. I had a little kid back there like this. I said, yeah, what's your question? He goes, okay, coach. So we're on the right-hand side on the numbers. What happens if we go that way? I said, I was stumped. I really was. I said, so what do you mean? Okay, we're going that way, coach, and I'm over there. Now, if the quarter ends and we got to go that way, where? I said, okay. So you're on the right-hand side on the numbers. I mean, so I knew then, I was like, this is going to be a little more difficult. You got to be a little more patient.
Different level of football.
So you're on the numbers on the left-hand side.
Okay.
Give me a post. So when you get to the 10, about the 15, you start angling, splitting the uprights.
Yep.
That's a post. So that's where I'm gonna throw it to. Now I'm not throwing it that far, but that's my aiming point. Ready, go.
Catching passes from Mr. Favre is so natural. I feel like a mama kangaroo out here. You know, I opened up my pouch and Brett threw the baby kangaroo right in.
All right, who's next?
I'll go.
Come back. So like at the 20?
Come back. Cut.
Yeah.
All right. Hot one?
Nah.
Come on.
What do you consider hot?
Hottest you got.
All right, ready, go. Which is I'm used to a little quicker out of the break. Bad. Oh. Yeah, my grandson, he'll be loving that. Ready, go.
After that perfect pass from Mr. Favre, I'm feeling an immediate chemistry with him.
I think we need to get him to try out for Southern Miss.
Yeah.
Like ham and cheese, peanut butter and jelly, Owen and Brett.
A finger breaker. Just short of a finger breaker.
Well, that's better not. Most recently, we were in Disney World, and this guy came up and he's like, "Hey, my son absolutely loves you." And I'm no idiot. A little kid sitting there, you know, like, he's your biggest fan. And I said, "Okay, that's cool." He's going, "Dad, who is it?" That was pretty funny.
All right, Mr. Favre. I'm going Greg Jennings in Denver.
All right, let's end it on this one.
Sure.
My whole life, I've been dreaming to catch this ball from Brett.
Ready, go.
He's about to hit me deep for touchdown pass number 509. I will absolutely never get a chance like this again. Somewhere within those first 5 steps running this route, I transformed into Greg Jennings. And at the 30-yard line, I realized I'm getting tired. This is a deep ball.
Play action from the 18. Want it all? Deep down the field.
My hamstrings are screaming at me, my quads are groaning, and that BLT starts talking to me. Just like a fish in the desert, I choked.
We can edit, make it look like you caught that. All right, guys.
Thank you.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
enjoyed
much.
it.
Fun.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
I think what you guys are doing is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Hearing Mr. Favre say that and getting his support, that's just motivation to keep going on this.
I'm telling you, when you're in it, like when you're 21, like you guys are, that age, you honestly think you're going to be that age forever.
Yeah.
That I'll never get to like 21, so, you know, when you're 18. And then you're 21, you're like, you're in such a hurry to move on, and for whatever reason. And my mom and adults used to always say, "You wait, birthdays will come a lot quicker." And I was like, "Yeah, right." Well, they do. And the next thing you know, you're 50 years old. I'm closing in on it. But it's just a number. You're sweating pretty good.
I was just
The humidity's picking up. You guys head back today.
Yeah.
Good for you. Be careful.
I think one of the biggest lessons with the documentary was anything's possible. And I know people say that all the time, but after 18 months, 2 years of doing this, I feel confident enough to go out and call anybody. There's nothing I wouldn't try.
Look at
because
that. That's awesome.
the worst thing you can do is be told no.
Some of the coolest things, though, I think, is how many people have touched us and like been able to like positively impact our lives, but then also how we've been able to impact other people too.
Surprise! But when I look back at all of this, I'm gonna remember the moments that I had with some of my best friends.
the carpool karaoke setup here.
I think what made these adventures so special is that we had each other to share it with. Because if you go out and see the most beautiful sight in the world, but there's no one there to share it with you, it's sad.
When we were actually doing the items, you're right there. You're in the moment. You're not thinking about anything else. You're just doing it. I was living.
My mom may not be here with me now, but I really feel like she was out there doing the items with us.
Well, this is where the journey all began. While Mom left her list behind, we decided to go after 14 of the biggest items in Wisconsin. So what better place to conclude it than right here.